Johnson, who is a public defender. There have been several mysterious deaths in Brooklyn. A cab driver has been cited by 2 cops who are assigned to the case. They have tracked the cab down to Helen Johnson's location. She says it is being driven by Uncle Dimitri, a recent immigrant from Romania. They have got a warrant. She insisted that they get a warrant, and they are now going to go and question Uncle Dimitri. They've gone into Uncle Dimitri's digs in the basement. The basement was dark as the tomb. It smelled like one, musty and damp. Uncle Dimitri had painted over the windows so no light could get in, not even the smoky haze that passes for sunlight in New York in November. I let my flashlight play around the room. The place was furnished with some old chairs, a broken-down sofa, and a huge wooden crate covered in dust. No facilities? Levitsky asked. There's a bathroom in the corner. I pointed the flashlight beam towards it. Just the basics, toilet, sink, and shower. This was going to be my own space with a private entrance, but it just didn't work out that way. I swallowed hard. I'm sorry. It's just that this is my parents' yahrzeit memorial. I know what yahrzeit is, Levitsky said. Hey, it was nearly 10 years ago. I've learned to live with it. I played the beam of the flashlight around the basement, didn't see anything else. I guess Uncle Dimitri isn't in. I thought you said he slept down here, Vandergriff said. I don't see any bed. Maybe he uses the couch? I didn't mention the crate lurking in the corner. I hope the cops didn't make the connection I did with Uncle Dimitri's living arrangements. What about food? Vandergriff asked. I shrugged. I guess he eats on the job. He's got kitchen privileges if he wants them. Come to think of it, I've never actually seen him eat anything in the 5 years he's been living in the basement. I don't recall any garbage either. Uncle Dimitri! I called out again. I guess Uncle Dimitri flew the coop, Levitsky said grimly. He doesn't usually go out during the day, I said lamely, as I led the cops back upstairs. He might have stepped out for a moment to check the cab. Kids sometimes steal things like the radio or the hubcaps. We went out to the garage. Uncle Dimitri's cab was there. Uncle Dimitri wasn't. Vandergriff gave me one of those cop looks again. Miss Johnson, as an officer of the court, you are bound to uphold the law and to cooperate with the police. I would strongly advise you to call us as soon as your uncle gets home. He handed me a card with his name, fax, and email on it. I will do that, detective. I watched the 2 of them leave, then put on the kettle for some tea. There was a creaking noise from the basement. Uncle Dimitri crept into the kitchen, a little more rumpled than usual. Detectives Vandergriff and Levitsky came in through the outside door at the same time, hunkered down, hands covering up their gunboats, ready to take on anything. Maybe they were expecting a Waco standoff. I stood between the 2 parties, not knowing who to guard from home. Put those shooters away, I said finally. No one's going to kill anyone today. Where were you? Vandergriff demanded, not giving an inch. I was downstairs, Uncle Dimitri said blandly. I'm not a big man, you just didn't see, that's all. Levitsky stood up and motioned for Vandergriff to do the same. Mr. Ionesco, we're not here to arrest you, he said in the soothing tones you use with a deranged druggie coming down to a speed high. We just have some questions about the events of 2 nights ago.